Good morning, students. Today we see the chapter variation. In that we see the point inverse variation. In the previous video we see direct variation and their equation. So let's recall the direct variation. Equation of direct variation. When we have the two quantities x and y, they are directly proportional to, then we write down x is directly proportional to y, and therefore we can write down the equation of variation x equal to ky. Therefore, where k is constant, whereas k is constant, for that purpose we write down constant equal to the ratio of two quantities. This is the equation of variation of direct variation. Means here is the value of constant is the ratio of these two quantities. And now we see what is the equation of variation of inverse variation. We already see the meaning of inverse variation in the previous video. So today we see the equation of inverse variation. Inverse variation. If we have two quantities, that is x and y, and they are inversely proportional to, so we write down x is inversely proportional to y. Therefore, we write down the equation of variation of inverse variation equal to k by y, where k is constant. And therefore, from this equation, we find out the value of constant. K is equal to the product of that quantities x into y, or k is equal to xy. This is the equation of inverse variation. You remember this thing, when the value of constant is the ratio of these two quantities, then that is the direct variation, and whenever the product of these two quantities are equal, in these two quantities are in same proportion, then this is the example of inverse variation. Okay. Now we start the practice set 7.2. Example number 1. They give us number of workers and the days they are completed the work in that days. We have 30 workers, they completed the work in 6 days. If we have the 20 workers, they completed the work in 9 days. Means you observe this, when the workers are less, then the days are increases. When the number of workers are decreases and number of workers are increases, number of days are increases. Means one quantity is decrease and one quantity is increase. Here both are the different. So we know whenever the increase and decrease, that is the example of inverse variation. So we first now write down this example is inverse variation. Inverse variation. So we write down W is inversely proportional to number of days. Number of workers are inversely proportional to number of days. So we write down the equation of variation. W is equal to k by d, and therefore we write down k is equal to WD. This is the equation of variation. Now we know both are the quantities, so from these quantities we first find out the constant. So put W equal to, W means number of workers are 30 and number of days are 6. So find out k, W into D means 30 into 6. So we find out k is equal to 180. Constant are 180. Now we see this first example, second, and this is the fill in the blanks third. In that we know the k, so we find out W if we know the D is equal to 12. W is equal to question mark and D is equal to 12. Number of days we know, but we have to find out the number of workers. So our equation of variation is k is equal to WD, and we know the k. So k is equal to WD. Put the value k 180 equal to W we don't know, and D is equal to 12. Means put D on the place of D are 12. W equal to 180 divided by 12, and therefore W equal to 12 ones are 12, 12 5s are 16. So number of workers are 15. Understand? Now we see the example number 2nd. If we know the number of workers are 10, number of workers are 10, so we find out the number of days. Again, we write down the equation of variation WD 180 equal to 10 into D. Therefore, D is equal to, this 10 is in the multiplication, when we transfer, it is in the division, 180 by 10. 0 0 cancel. So, D is equal to 18. Number of days are 18. Now we see the third example. We find out the number of workers. We know the number of days, 36. Then equation of variation, WD 180 equal to W we don't know into 36. So W is equal to 180 divided by 36. Therefore W is equal to 5. Number of days are 5. Understand? Now we see question number 2. I take here example number 3rd and 4th. First and second you try at home. In this question we have to find out the constant of variation and write the equation of variation. Constant of variation is K. So first we find out K. S is inversely proportional to T square, whereas S is equal to 4 and T is equal to 5. Therefore, we write down the equation of variation is S is equal to K by T square, whereas K is constant. Therefore, equation of variation K is equal to ST square. Now we find out the K. Put S is equal to 4 and T is equal to 5. Therefore, K is equal to 4 into 5 square. That means 4 into 25. That means K is equal to 100. And therefore, equation of variation is K is equal to the constant of variation. Constant of variation. And equation of variation is ST square. ST square means K is equal to ST square means 100 equal to ST square. This is the equation of variation. Now, in the 4th example, x is inversely proportional to the root of y. Therefore, K upon root y. Therefore, equation of variation K is equal to x root y. So first we find out K, constant of, therefore constant of variation K is equal to 50 into root 9 is equal to 15 into square root of 9 is 3. Therefore, K is equal to 45. And therefore, equation of variation is 45 equal to x root y. This is the equation of variation. Understand? Now we start example number 3. The boxes are to be filled with apples in a heap. If 24 apples are put in a box, then 27 boxes are needed. If 36 apples are filled in a box, then how many boxes will be needed? This is the example. First we find out this is the example of direct variation or inverse variation. It is very important to solve this example correctly. So first we understand this condition. 24 apples are put in a box. Then we needed 27 boxes. And if we want the more apples filled in a box, then we want the less number of boxes required to fill the apples. That means here is opposite condition, means in this case, this is a case of inverse variation. If the less number of apples, then the boxes are more, and if the number of apples are more, then the boxes are decreases. Number of boxes are decreases. So first we find out this example is the inverse variation. Suppose we take the two quantities, let the number of apples be x and boxes needed to feed the apples be y. Means here we write down x is inversely proportional to y. Therefore x equal to k by y. This is the equation of variation where k is constant. Equation of variation. First we find out the constant of variation. Put x equal to 24 apples and boxes needed 27. Y are the boxes. Therefore we find out the k, x into y. X means 24 into 27 equal to k. Therefore k is equal to 24 648. This is the constant of variation. Now we find out if the number of apples we take x, means we have x equal to 36 and we have to find out the boxes, and we know the constant of variation is 648. Therefore we write the equation of variation is k is equal to x into y. 648 is equal to 36 into 1. Therefore y is equal to 648 divided by 36, and therefore y is equal to 80. 36. Therefore what is the y? Therefore 80 boxes needed to feed the 36 apples. Okay students, now we see example number 5. Fourth example are very easy, so you solve at home, and the example 6 is same as well as example number 5. So 6 example also you try at home. Now see the fifth example. X is inversely proportional to the root y, whereas x equal to 40, y is equal to 16. If x equal to 10, then find the y. It means we have to first find out the constant of variation and the equation of variation. So we write down equation of variation is equation of variation x equal to k by root y, whereas k is constant. Therefore equation of variation is k is equal to x root y. Now put the x equal to 40 and y is equal to 16. Then k is equal to 40 into in the root 16. Square root of 16 is 4, means 40 into 4. Therefore k is equal to 160. This is the constant of variation. This is the constant of variation, and therefore equation of variation is 160 is equal to x root y. This is the equation of variation. Now we have to find out y, so put x equal to 10 and we find out y. Then we will write down the equation of variation is 160 equal to x root y. 160 is equal to 10 in the root y. Therefore root y is equal to 160 upon 10. Therefore root y is equal to 16. Squaring both the sides. Therefore y is equal to 16 square, and therefore y is equal to square square of 16 is 256. This is the answer. Okay students.